of course, you know Sushant Singh Rajput and Kriti Sanon. Anyway, we got to work in that film together, and that was very nice. He broke my wrist. He did break my wrist.
Hey Jim, we have a bunch of photographs of you and we would like to take you on a memory lane. We would like you to tell us the stories, the memories attached to these photographs, anything and everything that you can share with us.
Let's start with the first picture. I don't know where they found this picture. I must have posted it or something or the other. I know at one point they had asked for a bunch of pictures from when I was a kid for Made in Heaven. And I know that this was definitely part of the list of the ones I put out, so I must have posted it somewhere. It's me as a kid in Sydney. I know that this is a series of photos that we have where we went to visit this botanical garden in Sydney. And this was particularly, there were tulips, beautiful tulips, fields of tulips. And my mum's name is Lale Rukh. And that means the face like a tulip, the beautiful face of a tulip, Lale Rukh. Lale Rukh. And then, so this is from then. And my parents really used to dress me up as a kid. This is a cool outfit, full red, and those sneakers. It's cool. Next one. Oh, Mimi. I'm always struck by pictures of the first time that I got Mimi, which was during the lockdown. So I got her on the second day of lockdown. I had no intention of adopting a cat. I've always been a dog guy. Dogs. If I ever imagined getting a pet, I imagined getting a dog. I never imagined getting a cat. Now, of course, I love her more than anything else in this world. She's just the cutest. She doesn't sit like this on my chest anymore. She's now grown up and, she's too cool for her father and she doesn't like to, it's like, Dad, whatever. But it was a blessing having her all the way through the lockdown. She's company, and I really got to spend time with her. So she's like a little puppy now, She's not like your regular cat. And I wonder if I had adopted her during my regular work life, I wouldn't have been able to spend that kind of time with her and create that same kind of bond. I used to take her everywhere. I used to put her in a little bag, which was like an astronaut bag where she could look out. And I used to walk to people's houses during the lockdown and introduce her to friends and take her to new scenarios, and she used to travel all over. Me. Oh wow, nice. So there's this thing, actually Ranbir Kapoor got me involved in this ASFC, which is the All Stars Football Club. We practice every Sunday and every now and then we play these charity games. So this must have been during one of the one of the practices. And there's the team that, I used to be center defense with Caesar, who's in the background. And now I play right back. I like right back a little bit better because you can run up and down the pitch a bit more and you have less full responsibility of the defense on you. Whereas centre back is a bit more, you are a purely defensive minded player, and I like being able to run up a little bit. KVM over here, he's usually down on the right wing, either him or Tiger. So it's fun to link up with him as well. Of course, I'm making the most. I mean, whenever they take these photos have you seen those photos of tennis players looking at the ball, as they're about to hit it? And there are all of these pictures which look like they're intensely trying to, what's it called when you telekinesis, when you try to move an object with your mind? It looks like they're trying to do that, funny shots. This is also, there's another shot of this, which I think some guy posted, where I look even stupider. Where I'm trying to defend against something. I can't remember where that picture is. Oh, picture of me and my ma. I think I'd grown a little mooch for this, and then I was letting the beard come back in. My ma, Lale Rukh, the one I was speaking about earlier. This is in her house, my parents' house back in South Bombay. Yeah, sweet. Little Ram Kumar in the background. Yeah, Ram Kumar. I think I'm wearing a sadra, the Parsi thing. How old? I must look young. Still look fresh. Still look like I have ideas and hopes, They say yeah also, yeah.
So we've done...
This is a double.
Wow, Jim, when did this happen?
Oh.
Using the sketch to image feature on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra, we've added a new element to this frame. You need to guess what's different.
Well, okay, in this picture, Ranbir Kapoor playing Sanju. In this one, he's looking like he's going to be handing me a beautiful flower. But actually, I believe what's in his hand is a tab of acid. I think I gave him a tab of acid and, we got it printed on a little paper and I think there was Felix the cat on it. And the 2 tabs of acid were stuck on an old picture of my parents that I had gotten printed out because what's in the wallet, picture of my parents, the person isn't going to flip it over. So I thought I was trying to think from a drug dealer's mind, Well, you know what happened here. Everyone knows what happened here. This was after Padmavat. I was doing another film where I had to dye my hair this light brown, as you can see in this picture. I guess it's at the GQ Best Dressed. That would be my guess. I think Ranveer won something that day. And we were just excited to be there, and we'd just done Padmavat and we'd really enjoyed acting with each other. And so I think this was a loving embrace. Oh! Well. Yeah. I was auditioning for Sacred Games for the part that Kubbra eventually played. Yeah, man. Those were those days. I mean, I don't actually remember. I just know that I was in a rig and I had done this full dress up and I'd borrowed this wig. It was back in the day when I still used to get dressed up for auditions and stuff. I remember I went for another, this was also Mukesh Chabra, I think. And I went for another one once where I had to play this tracker. I didn't get either of these parts. I had to play a tracker and I annoyed the hell out of that director. I kept texting him saying, please give me a chance and blah, 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 blah. Because I had, the script was originally called The Hunter, the Tracker, the Widow, and the Hanging Tree. I think this is what it was originally called. And it was supposed to be this epic Western set in like a while ago, before the British came or while the British were still here. They made the movie. Deepak Dobriyal got cast as the tracker, and he's so good. So if it was me directing, I would also cast him instead of me. No, honestly, I think Deepak Dobriyal is one of our very, very, very special actors. Like you see him in anything and he just slips in, This is when I still used to do all of this for auditions and stuff. Now nobody. Oh wow, this is after our second schedule of Raabta. We were in Mauritius? Okay, we were in Mauritius. And, I have to show the thing here. There it is. All the way on the left, hair and makeup, also hair and makeup. And we had gone swimming around in this area, which I couldn't swim. I had to tie a plastic bag over my cast and kind of keep it out of the water. I'd try to swim as best as I could, but it was still fun to get into the water. And the water over there is just pristine. Of course, Sushant Singh Rajput and Kriti Sanon. Anyway, we got to work in that film together, and that was very nice. He broke my wrist. He did break my wrist while we were doing an action sequence. It was in about this much water, and we'd been rehearsing separately. So I was on a tour with a play in the States, and he was rehearsing separately, and he was just really good at action, man. He was so good at it. I had spent 4 days learning the basics at this Bangkok place where we were taken to learn this whole fight sequence. I haven't moved beyond like the basics. He came one day, learned the whole thing. I was like, what the hell is going on? Has he done a lot of this before in the past? I think he was just such a good dancer, and he was had such good control of his body, and he'd done enough action up until that point. And he was looking good. Like, he hasn't taken his t-shirt off here, but he was ripped. I think this morning was the first time he had bread. He was like, this is the first time I'm eating bread in like 5 months or something like that. Yeah. He was ripped. I was wearing a giant muscle suit, so I didn't need to be that ripped because they were like, tumse nahi ho paega. Oh yeah, those same swim trunks, very different time. I was shooting Smoke. I happened to be shooting Smoke, and I know that because of the tattoo that they put on that arm. I must have been wandering around the beach in Goa, and I must have seen this dead snake, and I think I wanted to take a closer look at it, and somebody took a photo. I must have been swimming in the sea. I really love swimming, especially in the ocean. I think it's just one of the best things you can do. If Bombay's ocean was swimmable, I would think it would be one of the best cities in the world, you know? If it was swimmable. It like breaks my heart that it's right there and you can't go and spend the day by the beach and have a morning swim, and you know, because it's just, you come out smelling like old food, you know? Oh yeah. Why are we touching film fairs like that? It's a bit odd, you know, saying. We'd all gone to Oman. I can't tell in this photo if I'm doing a genuine smile or like a slightly jokey smile, like, you know? Can't 100% tell. Oman, Filmfare, Ishaan, me, Kubbra. Oh, Kubbra! Stole my role. Nice night, fun night. What's going on with our eyes? There's some serious, you know what I'm saying? Like, he looks a little possessed, right? Don't you think? Oh my God. My face doesn't even fit. Why is my face so big compared to this? Oh, finally, Pune Highway. So, no matter how much I tell every production that I don't know how to drive, they make me the driver. In Smoke, I was a driver. I was like the bad guy's official driver. In this one also, they're like, no, you have to be driving the car. I'm like, I'm not that good of a driver, guys. I never drive in Bombay. Please don't make me do it. Put the car on one of those trailing things, so I can pretend to drive and whatever, look out of the window. But they're always like, no, drive for real. So my whole scene goes in concentrating on driving because there are 3 other people in the car with me, and I need to make sure we get to the final destination, which is not death. This is the shot of the 4 friends, the 4 childhood friends. Amit is playing Khandu, Nikki, and Babu. Oh, look at this. I don't even remember what this is from. I can't remember if it was like Grazia or... This was back in the day before... I think it was still my theatre days. Well before stylists and etc, etc. I think I'm wearing a t-shirt I borrowed from a girl. And I guess I used to wear really tight pants back then. And those are my friend Isaac's shoes, if I recall correctly, that I took from him when I went to visit them in Chicago. And I just kept them. He said they fit you, you keep them. Me and Tanmay. I like Tanmay. I think he's really, really funny. Oh, nice. I love this picture actually. It's so good. Of course, this picture is me and Vinay Pathak. And we play, for some reason, 2 Mexicans that introduce the play in like kind of gibberish, kind of Mexican Spanish accents. But I really love this photo. This photo is done so he always does clowning. And in this one, he wanted to do scary clowning. Now, I don't think we quite achieved that. It ended up being a little mix between sometimes scary clowning and sometimes straight up clowning. This like scary, like I wouldn't want to run into this man, you know, anywhere. I wouldn't mind. He still looks kind of sweet. I have no memory of this one. What's this? Never, I don't even... Where did you get this photo? So when the poster finally came out, it was just like her face and a hand. And I don't think it's my hand. But this was the picture that came out a lot at that time. Man, what an intense production. He wanted to go method, right? Ram wanted us all to go method. He wanted us to not talk to each other. Only the hijackers could talk amongst themselves. Only the cabin crew could talk amongst themselves. It really was an intense shoot. And I do love that kind of a process where the director makes such a bold choice and then really sticks to it. I am hoping to do something else in this kind of an intense setup as well, again, where you really just give in to the process and then allow the process to take you where it takes you. Oh, this is from the film. Oh, I must have been reading my own book, which is Poppy Show. Poppy Show. Most a dangerous angle for Ketki. So this is a scene with Ketki. There's a thing that's happening over here, which is the scene is on a bit of a knife edge. Okay, knife edge. It is something, but it also has to appear to be something. That's all I can say.
So Jim, during the shoot, we have taken a candid photo of you from the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. And we will quick share it to Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra. And would love for you to autograph it for us.